This whole video is
Cool
cursed.
video. The only problem
more
is I can
money.
hear your
Run
forked
him.
tongue lying in your serpentine mouth.
You only
Other
have
than
to
that,
thousand
it's
Wow.
out.
Bro, delete this video. Install. Again,
Please,
S
for
question
the
and
love
what
of
videos
all the
got.
other
You can't do
four
it.
corners
It's
there,
just a
like,
game.
SS is annoying.
Oh, this one's gonna piss you off. Honestly, I'm still sort of reeling from the reception my last video got, thanks to Mr. Squadron and Zirdan reacting to them on their respective streams. Much appreciated, by the way. The fact that so many members of the BDO community who care deeply of efficiency and following the path of least resistance through progression took the time to watch my little video of me doing not that is something I'm deeply grateful for, so thank you. I was admittedly planning on coasting for a little bit after uploading it, what with work hours picking up and various other real-life responsibilities taking precedent. But now I had new eyes on me, and I couldn't help but feel a sense of pressure to accelerate the progress, as it were, that I was making on my account. True enough, I was steadily increasing my AP through dubious means and making consistent but humble money at low-end grind zones, but I needed to start making moves if I wanted to prove myself to the greater BDO community and to my guild. Who, by the way, found out about my little mission thanks to Mr. Squadron and Zirdan reacting on their respective streams. Much appreciated, by the way. It's all good, though. My guild seemingly discerned that I was not up to their standards pretty early on into that whole endeavor and seemed pretty content with just waiting for me to catch up, so that's very kind of them. But all the same, I still had something to prove. See, I've been playing MMOs for a long time, and I know that with only so many slots to fill in a guild's roster, you need to choose people of value, people who are actively contributing something to the guild, and I needed to be one of those people. I both was and am fully aware that beyond a certain point, my progress is going to be barred entirely by RNG. So with that in mind, I took stock of what I had and realized that I had enough prawn stones to attempt an enhancement. After all, with the amount of freebies we've been absolutely showered in lately in-game, I figured I had nothing to lose even if it did fail, right? Right?
I know I'm wasting buffs. I would like to enhance.
I ascended the Broken Tower in Velia to my go-to enhancing perch and prepared my largest fail stack available to me to ensure the highest chance of success. Still, and in spite of the fact that I spared no expenses, I found myself staring at a pitiful 3% chance and some change of acquiring the coveted Pen Blackstar that I sought. I steeled myself, fully prepared to remain penless, and now, due to my own folly, I'd be crownless. And somehow it still went worse than I thought.
Look at those legs. That was so fast. Wait a minute. Oh, I forgot to cron. Oh, I forgot to cron. Oh, I forgot to cron. That's so sad. Okay. Well, we have a project.
Yeah, you know those freebies I mentioned earlier? So, turns out they only work when you remember to use them. Without any cronstones to act as insurance for the enhancement, my item was allowed to downgrade, leaving me both weaker and sadder than before, but most importantly, further from my guild's requirement. I was stuck between a rock and a hard place. Did I tell my guild, who now knew of my dishonesty, that I'd fallen even further behind the requirements? Surely not. I couldn't shame them or myself even further than I already had, so grinding it was. And grind I did. Eventually I wrangled up enough liquid silver to throw at the problem until it fixed itself, and, well...
Let's start the process, baby!
Yeah, the oversized fidget spinner just really wasn't feeling it that day, and you know, I get it. If someone repeatedly force-fed me dozens upon dozens of ominously glowing rocks and then told me to be better now, I'd be feeling pretty uncooperative too. But with the majority of my silver spent and the hours of the day slowly waning away, I resigned myself to one last attempt at the damnable thing.
Oh, okay, never mind. Wow! Back to square one, baby!
Anyways, with that little wrinkle ironed out, it was time to make number go up, and I redoubled my efforts to finish my second Chatina accessory, but man, those are a lot of things. And I just finished mending the errors of my own hubris literally the day prior. I was not up for a grind right now, but lucky me, my friend Gorton surprised me late one night during my wallowing over the matter and gave me some sage advice that at the time I really needed.
Hey Frog, you should totally melt Lelo accessories. They give Yoner fragment.
He then left my apartment as silently and gracefully as he came. What a hero. I had never had the intense need for Jonas fragments until literally right now. My stockpile from previous years was enough to carry me through my first accessory. And while that was super nice and convenient, what it also meant was that prior to this, I never had any reason to learn how to melt down yellow accessories in the first place. And by learn, I mean walk to Valencia and press R on this lady until she teaches you how to do it. But now they served as a genuine roadblock, barring me from progressing. If I could effectively just buy the fragments, I'd be there in no time.
Dude, I should have been melting down accessories this whole fucking time. What's the cheapest accessory in the game? Ooh, Forest Runneros. Okay, fellas, I'm putting this in the video, and I don't know. I'm going entirely off of your word that this is a good thing to do. The comments that come are your doing. It's not working at all. Did you steer me wrong? Because if you did, I'm gonna have to enhance all of these.
Okay, pause. I know you're mad, but hear me out for a second. I was delirious, defeated, and most of all sleep deprived, and the compromised state that I was in allowed me to make this hasty decision without thinking about the consequences. I was desperate is what it was for something, anything of value to be made out of what I, at the time, believed to be a completely failed venture.
Nuts. This is so exciting, dude. I can't wait to wear my Forest Runner rosary. I think I should put this in the video. I think it'll be good for my reputation. Yippee! It fucking went. I'm killing.
And I know, you're typing your comment right now, complaining that I could have just looked all of this up, or, read the item description, and it would have saved me a lot of time, effort, and pain, and I get it. But I'm just gonna stop you right there. Wait, actually, leave that comment anyways, it's good for my analytics. I take your point, and I hear you, but I raise you this. This is funnier. But where does this leave us? Well, I was fortunate enough to sell the Tetranos ring after like a week of waiting, and that coupled with an unhealthy amount of screen time left me with considerably more silver than I'd started with. Ultimately, I was able to buy my way across the finish line, which was what I intended. It just required a few more steps than I anticipated along the way.
Wow! I beat the game.
But the important thing is we broke 600 gear score, which I'll count as a win. I'm still definitely among the weakest members of my guild, and I would have loved to have gotten further in the making of this video, but honestly, it's already taken this long, and I kind of have some things coming up that are going to be eating up a lot of my time, so I'll make a deal with you. You subscribe to my channel, and I give you a video within the next 2 to 12 weeks. I might even stream during that time. It just really all depends on whether or not my computer feels like catching on fire in the process of doing so. It already coughs up dust every time I boot it up, so I figure it's a matter of time. If streaming ends up not working out for me, or you aren't able to catch me live at any point for any reason, you can always leave a comment on this video instead. It helps a lot. But just in case, go follow me over there. Thanks. Also, leave a like on the fucking video.